this video, a detoxifier that's saving stage 5 CKD patients from the big D machine. A simple supplement that was able to improve kidney function by 40%. And the reason why your doctor won't prescribe any of that. Catherine here, I'm a doctor of natural medicine. Fact, just in the US, over 100,000 patients are started on dialysis each year. And here's the part that really hurts. 44% of them receive no treatment at all for their kidney health other than dialysis. Please, let that sink in for a moment. Tens of thousands of patients will end up in dialysis in the next few months because nobody ever gave them any treatment at all. Not even a stinking lisinopril. And here's the worst part.
My patient needs this.
I don't think so.
This data, it was collected in 2008 when insurance weren't using AI bots to deny you coverage. Yet, yeah, this is actually happening. Insurance companies have started to use AI to deny your claims. So yeah, the study is from 2008, but I don't think things got a lot better in 2026. Let me know if I'm wrong, by the way. Let me know if you think you are receiving better healthcare today compared to 20 years ago. Tell me what you think in the comment section. Because here's the thing, this really matters. There are 5 incredibly powerful kidney detoxifiers that your doctor is not prescribing you. And they can make a huge difference. This patient was able to avoid dialysis for 6 years despite a very low GFR with one of the detoxifiers I'm going to show you today. And this is not even the most powerful detoxifier in this video. My number 1 for today is a detoxifier so powerful it removes kidney toxins better than dialysis does. So let's see immediately what the 5 detoxifiers your doctor isn't prescribing you are and how to get them. Number 5, this is an incredibly powerful renal probiotic. So here's the thing, the results you can get with just a couple of pills per day are incredible. In this study, renal probiotic supplements were tested in 60 stage 3 and 4 CKD patients for 6 months. The initial GFR of all the 60 patients was on average 32, which is a lot closer to stage 4 than to stage 3A. This is basically where things start to get very rough. And the results of this trial were incredible. As you can see, both groups had a huge improvement in their kidney function. We are talking unbelievable numbers here. A 40.4% improvement in GFR in 6 months. I will repeat, these patients, they improved their kidney function by 40.4% just by taking 2 renal probiotic pills per day. I mean, doesn't that sound like something your doctor should prescribe you? Because here's the thing, renal probiotics are one of the very few treatments that actually work and that have almost zero side effects. Most brands do have one issue though. They are not safe for people with gut sensitivity or that suffer from diarrhea or IBS. Yeah. They almost always contain FODMAPs such as inulin that can irritate the gut of people with a sensitive gut. And that's a problem. Your doctor isn't likely to recommend a probiotic supplement if it only makes things worse. I mean, what's even the point of a probiotic supplement if those that need it the most cannot take it? A gut supplement that upsets your gut is like hiring a bodyguard that punches you in the face. And this is why I created my very own renal probiotic. Renabiotic from Renabiotech. Renabiotic is different. It's the only renal probiotic created with the needs of real CKD patients in mind. Renobiotic includes specialized strains that are known to reduce the production of renal toxins. It can help with phosphorus, creatinine, BAN, indoxyl sulfate, and more. And it's not just that. Every other renal probiotic on the market includes FODMAPs such as inulin that can irritate the gut of people with gut sensitivity issues or with IBS. Renobiotic is different. It's FODMAP-free and easy on the gut, and everyone can take it. This is what I mean when I say that this supplement is made with the needs of CKD patients in mind. It's perfectly safe for anyone, and it comes with no magnesium stearate and no dangerous additives at all. None of the funky stuff. This is why it can really make a difference. Get your Renobiotic from the link down in the video description. Try it today and give your kidneys the chance to improve they deserve. Okay, let's talk about our number 4 for today. A detoxifier your doctor should absolutely be prescribing. Number 4 is the first line against phosphorus, sevelamer carbonate. But why does it matter, you ask? Well, this binder can literally save you from dialysis. This paper, published in the Karger Journal, showcases a case series that includes an end-stage kidney patient that was able to avoid dialysis for more than 6 years. How? By receiving 2,400 milligrams a day of sevelamer carbonate, a treatment focused on controlling her phosphorus levels, as you can see. Because here is the thing. Phosphorus is an incredibly dangerous kidney toxin. It doesn't just destroy your kidneys, it can literally kill you. The more the phosphorus, the more the mortality, says science. And now you might ask, would sevelamer help me as well? Well, this is a question for your doctor, because here's the thing. This is a medication, not a supplement. Not everyone needs sevelamer, but if you do, it can literally save your kidneys and prevent dialysis. You'd think that every doctor would prescribe this kidney-saving medication, right?
I don't think so.
Well, think again. According to a recent study, up to 3 out of 4 CKD patients have out-of-control phosphorus levels. Yes, 50 to 74% of CKD patients have hyperphosphatemia, which is a fancy name for killer levels of phosphorus. Let me say that again. We have binders today that can save you from early dialysis, and yet most patients are not receiving them because they are expensive, and insurance companies prefer to keep that money in their pockets.
I don't think so.
So let's say you have high phosphorus levels, but your insurance isn't paying for sevelamer. Now the question is, what should you do other than preparing for dialysis? Well, let's talk about alternatives for those who can't get sevelamer. Our number 3 for today is calcium carbonate. Now guys, it's clear that having too high phosphorus levels can get you on dialysis very fast. But most patients can't even get a prescription binder. Yeah, I mean, that will be too easy, right? Now some good news. There are some alternatives that actually work and that you can literally get at a grocery store. Yes, it's true. This is one of those situations in which knowledge can literally save your life. So let's talk about calcium carbonate tablets, because this is the most used and most effective OTC option. Many CKD patients are taking Tums daily to stop the phosphorus menace. Tums are just calcium-based antacid. Calcium binds to phosphorus in the gut, and your kidneys are safe. So you should be seeing the commonly used doses on screen right now. And taking Tums, it really works. It can bring your phosphorus levels back to normal and save you from dialysis. I mean, this is not your run-of-the-mill home remedy. Tums are something I've seen nephrologists prescribing. And here's the thing, every time I see a nephrologist prescribe Tums, I really get mad. Not because they don't work, they do. Because Tums have huge drawbacks for most patients. They contain sugar. They also contain several other additives that may or may not be safe for you. Tums have not been designed for CKD patients. I don't recommend them. So yeah, imagine living in a world in which the healthcare system is so fucked up, even your nephrologist has to resort to giving you third choice remedies. So here's my advice. Wait a minute before running to your nearest Costco to stockpile fruit-flavored chalk like you're preparing for a nuclear winter. A better alternative is getting just regular calcium carbonate from Amazon. It's even cheaper than Tums, and if you get a powder supplement or capsules, not tablets, you usually won't get fillers and additives. So there you have it. This cheap supplement, calcium carbonate, can literally save your kidneys. Now, the other issue with these binders is the calcium content. Some patients may have too high serum calcium, and this will make taking calcium carbonate a very bad choice. This is why the first-line treatment for hyperphosphatemia in CKD is sevelamer, by the way, and not Tums. Our next entry, our number 2 for today, are phosphorus detoxifiers that do not contain calcium. We will see them in a moment. Before that, a warning about binders. Please watch this part carefully. A lot of people are using these powerful detoxifiers all wrong, and it's making the detoxifiers useless. So here's the thing. Binders such as calcium carbonate or sevelamer work by actually binding to phosphorus in your foods, alright? What this means is that you absolutely need to take them right before your meals. This is why most binders are taken 3 times a day with the main meals. Avoid taking binders on an empty stomach as they have nothing to bind to and can cause nausea. Now, for some patients, taking 600 milligrams of calcium carbonate 3 times a day, which is equivalent to 1 Tums tablet at each meal, is all that it takes to control phosphorus levels. But of course, some patients might need more depending on lab reports. Now guys, before taking any supplement, please remember that I don't recommend taking phosphate binders without the doctor's prescription. Alright, this is for educational purposes only. Because even if patients in the early stages of CKD can usually get away with the super cheap OTC stuff, having a doctor monitoring your levels is very important. Because here's the thing, while most CKD patients need a phosphate binder, as we have seen, not everyone will benefit from calcium carbonate. Some will require a phosphate binder that doesn't contain calcium at all. Yes, that can happen. Let's see what to do if you can't use a calcium-based binder. Number 2 is magnesium carbonate. So if I had to deal with a patient who can't get a prescription for sevelamer and that can't take calcium carbonate, this is what I would recommend, magnesium carbonate. Now, this is not your regular magnesium supplement. Most people take magnesium citrate or magnesium glycinate if they want to supplement magnesium. But magnesium carbonate is different. This is actually the chalk gymnasts put on their hands before performing a routine. As a supplement, it's mostly sold as a laxative, but why would you want to use magnesium carbonate as a detoxifier when more bioavailable magnesium supplements such as magnesium glycinate are available? Well, here's the thing. CKD patients in the advanced stages tend to have too high magnesium levels. Supplementing highly bioavailable magnesium forms like magnesium glycinate is never a good idea. Magnesium glycinate will get into your bloodstream quickly. Magnesium carbonate, on the other hand, will stay in your gut. It won't raise your magnesium levels too much. It will instead bind to phosphorus and lower your phosphate levels. A real kidney saver. Okay guys, I have one more detoxifier to share with you today. Before that, a very important question. What to do if binders are not an option? What if your magnesium is too high and you can't take magnesium carbonate? Well, here's the thing when it comes to binders. They should not be your first line against phosphorus. All binders, all the detoxifiers we have discussed today, have side effects, with the exception of probiotics. They can raise your levels of calcium or magnesium. They can cause constipation and other issues. What this means is that you should only take them if you need them. On the other hand, what every CKD patient should do to lower their phosphorus levels is following a renal diet. Because here's the thing. The main sources of phosphorus in your diet are animal-based and processed foods. Meat, dairy, fish, and foods that contain added phosphorus. They are the worst enemies of your kidneys, alright? Additionally, I strongly recommend you check food labels carefully for added phosphorus. Even some plant-based foods have added phosphorus if you buy them packaged. There's a list on screen right now. If you see any ingredient in them that has the word phos in it, throw that stuff in the trash. Yes, it's that bad. And be especially careful with milk alternatives and also bread. Those are some of the worst vendors when it comes to phosphorus. Remember, binders and detoxifiers can't replace a renal diet. They can only support it. Okay guys, time for our number one for today. Let's talk about the only phosphate detoxifier other than probiotics that won't raise your levels for unwanted minerals. Our number one is niacinamide. Okay, so what's so special about niacinamide? Well, this is a special form of vitamin B3 that was used to get a stage 5 CKD patient all the way back to stage 2. Yes, it's incredible. Now, what's being studied today as a way to control phosphorus in CKD patients is niacinamide, which is not regular vitamin B3. Vitamin B3 is called niacin. So what's so special about niacinamide, you ask? Well, this vitamin is a team worker because it's not a binder, and that's what makes it amazing. You don't need to take niacinamide with meals. Unlike traditional phosphate binders, which bind phosphate in the gut, niacinamide blocks the transport mechanism, which means it can effectively be used in addition to other therapies. It can make a difference, especially if combined with other therapies such as low-dose calcium carbonate and magnesium carbonate. Now guys, you should be seeing the dosages used in studies on this vitamin on screen right now. But please remember that you always want your nephrologist to direct the use of the detoxifiers I've shown you today. With the exception of probiotics, all these therapies have some drawbacks. For example, niacinamide can worsen gout symptoms and blood sugar levels. This is why it should always be used in combination with the other remedies or prescriptions to save your kidneys from phosphorus. And if you want more kidney saving tips, my video up here is for you, and this is all for today. Thank you for watching. God bless you all. Bye-bye.